Welcome back to the Arsenal save here on FIFA 23. Thank you for joining me for another one. Do feel free to come and join me on stream where we record all of this live and you can see all of the behind the scenes as well. I'd love to have you over on stream. A number of you have come across and thank you for that. Those of you that are still continuing to enjoy on YouTube, appreciate you just as much. Do make sure you drop the video a like if you're continuing to enjoy and subscribe and you'll never miss another video. So today we face Fulham to begin with, but actually we're going to sim that and then we're going to play Dinamo Zagreb as our first fixture today in the Champions League, of course, and performing very well so far this season. We've won 2-1 5 times from our 7 competitive games in 3 different competitions: the Prem, the Champions League, and the Carabao Cup. We actually haven't had the next round. No, we have now had the next round, the Carabao Cup drawn. It's Wolves there away from home. So we're going to play Fulham. Rephrase. We're going to sim Fulham. We'll play Dinamo Zagreb. And we will play Blackburn and Crystal Palace at the end of today's episode as we push then into the month of October. And hopefully the winning, well, I was going to say unbeaten run, but no, the winning run will hopefully maintain itself. I'll make sure we put out a strong side against Fulham because we probably should. Their lineup looks actually pretty strong with Mbolo up top and Trossard out on the left. But they are 17th in the league without a win so far, Fulham. And that continues to be the case. No win, 2 goals for us again, and a clean sheet. Look at that. Smith Rowe and Erdegaard with the goals. Dominated the ball, dominated the chances, dominated the game, and so far, dominating the league. We are 6 wins from 6 games in the Premier League. 1 win from 1 game in the Cup and the Champions League as well. And let's try and get another victory, this time against Dinamo Zagreb. They held Borussia Mönchengladbach to a 1-1 draw though, so we can't underestimate them. They are decent. And a bid from Leuven for Rekic, which I shall just accept. I've done the same for Alabiosu as well. Plenty of young talent here at Arsenal. We're just trying to move on. Dinamo Zagreb, however, away, on the way. 4-2-3-1 for Dinamo Zagreb, and a fairly forward-thinking one as well by the looks of things. Livakovic in goal is their highest-rated player. Ristovski at right back, Peric, Laritsen and Botskai at the back. Baturina and Misic in the central midfield positions with Ivanušec at cam. Spikic on the right, Dermot at striker and Antonio Marin on the left. Ljubicic, Manalo, Shutalo, Emreli, Bulat and Mahamri on the bench. And obviously, Novistic is a backup goalkeeper, I believe. We rotated actually quite a bit for this game as well. Although everybody that's come in is of an equal or better rating than the player in that position for Zagreb. But you can see how heavy the changes have been. Only Tomiyasu and Tielemans remain in the starting lineup from the regular team that we would field. But this is more of me finding out if any of these players can actually be called upon more regularly than it is just rotating for the sake of rotating. I want to see if Stacey's good enough to actually do something for me this season. I want to see if Nuno Tavares can be good enough in more than just 1 game. I want to see if Granit Xhaka is still able to do me a job of sorts. So, while some players are playing because I just want to rest, some players are playing because I want to see if they're any good. I think it might be safe to say Matt Turner might not be good enough, because that was poor from him, beating his near post with the first shot of the game like that. It's not a great goal. He perhaps is unsighted, but I don't think so. We might. It might be a bit of an overreaction after just 7 minutes of his first game for me, but it might be the right decision to sign a new second string goalkeeper in January and move Matt Turner on. Wait and see what you guys reckon. Wait and see how good he can be in the remainder of this game, but certainly not the start I was after here in Croatia, or even, to be honest, close to it. Back there to Misic, into Botskai. This is building well, but Aspi's in the way nicely. Obviously not as tall or as fast as he used to be. I'm trying... I think my square button's broken. Genuinely, my square button's broken. Or my controls have changed. because I just pressed the pass button and he's kicked it out. What on earth is happening? I'm on one button. That might be why I couldn't fucking do anything. I'm on one button controls. When did that happen? Spikic. Little ball back to Ristovski and Batarina. And Xhaka steps in well. Marquinhos looking to accelerate away. He's got Eddie Nketiah there. Stacey went to go, but to be fair to him, he's still going. Eddie Nketiah looking to get away. We'll look for Stacey. Can he score? I think he's right-footed with a 5-star weak foot, Stacey. In fact, I think he's 5-star, 5-star, to be honest. Nice tackle by Tomiyasu, but it falls back to a Zagreb player. But Ben White intercepts. Eddie Nketiah is there again. Go on, Stacey. You're in, son. Now's your moment. Oh, he's wasted his moment. Lucas Stacey played in behind and thumps it well wide. Well up, Aspi. Very good header. Might not be the tallest, but still capable of doing a job aerially. Out to Nicola Pepe. Into Lucas Stacey again. Granit Xhaka getting forward here. At pace. With space. There goes that shot power. That wasn't particularly in the 90s, was it, that? Well up, Ben White. Good touch by Stacey too. Xhaka quickly forward there to Eddie Nketiah. I see the run. Didn't really feel like Tielemans was the man to try and play in over the top like that, so decided against it. I think that Tomiyasu purposefully went for the gap past where the ball was there. Get this out wide here, Xhaka. Pepe played in. Tielemans looking for Eddie Nketiah. Take your touch and burst past the man. And arriving on the left is Marquinhos. I get a little bit lucky with how it finds him. Stand it up into the middle. Eddie can't get there. Xhaka can't get there. Nicola Pepe can't get there. We're going to be 1-0 down at half-time. Marin with the back heel there to Botskite. Misic, Dermic, Marin down the line. This is good from Dinamo. Very good. Intercepted nicely though. Pepe quickly forward. And into Stacey, who will look to get away. And feed Eddie Nketiah through. Oh, and I thought Granit Xhaka might have got to that as well. It's opened up for them here. Misic, Ivanushets. Win it back. Well done, Nuno. Very well done. Nketiah is going to go again. Nketiah tries to get that out with Stacey there, but couldn't find the pass to the man out wide. Ivanushets will find the ball through to Marin. And Turner will concede again. Dinamo make it 2. Fair play to them. Turns out, some of these fringe players that are perhaps third choice in any given position, like Stacey, like Eddie Nketiah, turns out perhaps they're not as usable as I hoped they would be. Although Nketiah at 78 rated certainly should have the capability to be decent. And he was half decent when we used him at times last year as well. Nicola Pepe hasn't really had much to do, so I can't really judge him. Thuram with the overhead kick immediately off the bench. Shutalo in the way, and another corner will come in. Nicola Pepe will deliver again. It's not bad. Ben White's up. It's going to fall to Martinelli here. Through there. Xhaka. Granit Xhaka, I don't think it's going to be as usable at the moment as we might like him to be either. Dermic. Nice block. Xhaka in the way. Kicks it straight against Josip Dermic again. Well done, Granit. That was friggin' superb, pal. Spikic. Aspi didn't bother. I hit the circle button. He might have even half started an animation there and then just didn't bother. Yeah, he did. He absolutely fucking did. I've pressed clear it here. I've pressed clear it with Aspi. And I don't know whether it's because it can't find an animation for him to do. But watch his left leg. I press clear it as it comes in here. And his left leg goes up towards it. And he goes, no, I'm not gonna. Corner for Dinamo. Botskai delivers. Are you going to come and get that keeps? Well done, mate. Yeah, I definitely want a better second goalkeeper. Not that Matt Turner was really at fault for anything other than the first goal. And to be fair, I feel like I only really conceded that first goal because of the one-button controls. But certainly, some of those fringe players, not quite at the level we need them to be. We definitely had chances in that game, notably that one with Lucas Stacey, to get goals in that fixture. But overall, a poor performance from my third string side. A lesson learned. We shall go into the game against Blackburn and absolutely batter them. 4-2-3-1 for Blackburn, the third of the 3 promoted sides that we're playing this season. Thomas Kaminski in goal, Callum Britton, Dominic Hyam, Scott Wharton and Harry Pickering at left back. Then Lewis Travis and Enrique Camargo in the midfield. John Buckley at cam with Tyrese Dolan on the left. Sammy Schmodix on the right, former Peterborough player. And Sam Gallagher up top as well. Obviously, for those of you that don't get that reference, I'm a Cambridge United fan and Peterborough are our rivals. Daniel Butterworth on the bench. I mean, they've got bugger all on the bench. How Stoke with their squad and how Blackburn with their squad got promoted, I don't know, because they do not have strong teams at all. After the way that last game went, you're damn sure that I'm starting my 100% strong starting lineup for this one, and I would very much like to get a Leicester City style 7-2 win here. In fact, 7-0 would be nice. Here's Harry Pickering forward from left back. Okay, Tomiyasu decided not to actually try and tackle. I pressed tackle and he's just run right past him. Send help. What's happened? Okay, 7-1 then. Maybe not 7-0. Down the line into Martinelli. Here's Lorenzo Pellegrini. And look at the ball across there. Ødegaard is onside. Ødegaard scores. Their lead didn't last for long. And actually, I think if you cast your mind back to that 7-2 win last season, we conceded first before then. In fact, we were 2-0 down, weren't we? We were 2-0 down in that Leicester game after 17 or 18 minutes and still won 7-2. So, history isn't necessarily with you here, Blackburn. Scoring first against this Arsenal side doesn't guarantee you anything other than an absolute fucking hammering, which is what I'm hoping to dish out to you today. Schmodix quickly in there to Gallagher. Intercepted nicely by Lorenzo Pellegrini. Saka quickly to Jesus. Beat the man that stood next to him. There's Martinelli. Bit of space. Oh, bit of space. Oh, it's wide of the target. That was absolutely worth a go. But past the post, unfortunately. At Ewood Park so far, Blackburn have scored their goal and then defended. But unfortunately, I haven't been able to find that second goal yet. But I'm sure we will. Float out wide to Bukayo Saka. Start the second half as we mean to go on for the entirety of it. On the front foot and aiming to score some goals. Ødegaard not quite played in there. It was worth an attempt to try and squeeze him around the corner. You can see the pressure we're putting on here. And we'll win this header, should we? Oh, Gabriel's done brilliantly. Pellegrini, we'll wind up. I can't seem. I don't know whether it's because it wants you to use the power shot feature. But with those long shots, I can't seem to get like those rifling long shots that fly towards goal this year. They seem to just float at minimal pace. That's got a bit more shot power on it, but it's not really controlled very well. So it's when they're in space and have the opportunity to wind up for a shot, I'm not really getting the sort of shot I'm after when I'm putting the command in. I'm getting a long shot. It's not like I'm not getting the direction or anything else or the wrong input, but the shot power just isn't there. And it's more noticeable because I've tried it with... Well done, Gabby. I've tried it with players like Granit Xhaka who have like 90 plus shot power and they don't seem to put their foot right through the ball. It still just kind of floats. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comment section. Are you having a similar sort of experience? Maybe I do need to use when I've got space like that, the power shot feature. Maybe it is trying to encourage the use of that as a new mechanic. I don't know. Regardless, we're 2-1 up now against Blackburn and you won't see us lose that lead. Buckley through the gap to Gallagher. Cross here to Sammy Schmodix, who kicks it straight against Gabriel. Cheers, pal. Pellegrini into Tielemans. Ødegaard's going to go on a really good run here, so I'll try and play him around the corner into the channel. We'll try a little bit... Whoa! I was going to say we'll try a little bit of skill to try and beat the man, but before my thumb had even gotten to the stick to do the step over. I think he'd wiped me out. And absolutely a deserved red card for Harry Pickering there. What even is that? He's caught him, like, above... He's caught him above the ankle on the calf from behind. That's woeful. That's a terrible, terrible, terrible challenge. We'll float this towards the back post where Saliba's there, but unfortunately it was Gabriel actually. The header is comfortably enough saved by Kaminsky. Blackburn 2-1 down, and now without a full roster of players on the field as well. It's probably not going to go well for them for the rest of the game, is it? Oof, good save by the keeper. Comfortable enough height for him, though. Should have made that save. Arguably, could have done a bit better with it. Martinelli will deliver the corner. Gabby Jesus is there. Keeper's come. He's not going to get there, but it hit one of Gabby's arms. So if it had ended up going in, it would only have been disallowed anyway. Oh, that's loose. I love that. Pellegrini. Get there, Gabby. Good lad. Oh, and across. And 3. Game over. Buckley. Back to Travis. Out wide to Dolan. Travis again. Picked off. We'll go on a counter-attack then, shall we? Erdegaard is there in the middle. Via Lorenzo Pellegrini, apparently. Jesus, the obvious. Look at Saka arriving. This would be a good goal. Ah, if he could have volleyed it home. He still somehow managed to keep possession there. And Erdegaard and Jesus and 4. It's Pellegrini! Hey, Lorenzo gets his first goal for the club. Go on, son. And he's celebrating it in some style as well. Might as well. It's not a meaningful goal on a result level, but it's certainly meaningful to him personally. And he may well celebrate it with such gusto. GG, Lorenzo. Welcome to Arsenal Football Club. You have improved us as a team, and you are more than welcome. A 4-1 win away from home against Blackburn. That's more like it. Vicente Waita in goal for Crystal Palace. Joe Scally at right back. Mark Gahey, Salisu and Kornienko remain their back 4. Oli Skip, Paredes and Chet Doucouré in the midfield. Elise, Zaha and Odsonne Edouard, their front 3. Some intriguing signings in there. Salisu is a great signing at centre-back for them. Options on the bench aren't amazing, but also could do something. And the only change for me is... Actually, only 2 changes for me are Djibril Sow in the midfield and Gusto at right back, who needs to not blink in his picture and is also now 78 rated. And maybe his interceptions have gone up as well, because that was really nicely done. Not the best of passes, that, actually. Nor that. But we've scored anyway. Up the Reds! Saka with the ball out wide to Martinelli. And inside to Pellegrini. Erdegaard is the obvious. Can he get past Salisu? No, he cannot. Odsonne Edouard in there to Zaha. Edouard again. It's good football, this, from Crystal Palace. Zaha up against Gusto will be a decent battle, actually. Although, on that evidence, maybe it'll be a bit one-sided. Zaha just left him for dead. Sheikh Doucouré. No, Gusto can hold his own. Perhaps Wilf Zaha is a level above Gusto's ability to defend, though. But we'll wait and see. He's kept that in. And he has been decent, to be fair, Gusto. Whenever I've used him, he's been particularly decent, actually. Gabby Jesus is in. Speaking of someone that's decent, Gabby Jesus is a hell of a finisher. 2-0. Elise around the corner. Paredes looking for the ball over the top for Odsonne Edouard. Saliba's like, not on my watch, pal. We want that clean sheet. Tierney down the line to Gabby Martinelli. We want the winners. Look at Saliba. He's off. He's had enough. He's like, I'm sick of defending. We keep winning games and I want to get involved. Go on, Saliba. Into the middle. Erdegaard. Oh, good block by Salisu, to be fair. Crystal Palace have not been at it defensively whatsoever in this game so far. We're only 20 minutes in. And Erdegaard has won that back as well. We'll loft that into the middle, but unfortunately all I've done is pick out Salisu again. Oh, Salisu, turns out, might have been a decent signing at centre-back, but we went with the free signing of Aspi instead. And to be fair, Aspi was decent in the game against Dinamo. It's just that nobody else was, unfortunately. But certainly the starting 11, strongest 11, not the third string, is still very much capable of doing the business against relatively anyone. Crystal Palace are just all over the shop here. Martinelli will play him through the middle. Hopefully he's got the legs to get away from the defender, but no, Mark Gahey does well enough. Breathe. 10 to go till half-time, and still 2-0, and not looking like it's going any way other than further in the direction that it already has. Oh, I thought Saka was just going to nick it off him there. He didn't. Doucouré. Zaha, skip. Zaha again. Paredes is on. Oh, his shot is off target. That's a really clear-cut chance for Palace there. No one anywhere near him. All the time in the world to pick his spot there. And puts it well over the top of the bar. That is absolutely, definitively not good enough from Leandro Paredes. One of the highest rated players they have in their entire squad. And he's wasted a really good chance. Gusto to Gabriel. Gabriel to Gibril. So, get off the back of me, Wilf. Thank you very much. You're not very good at defending. Out there quickly to Bukayo Saka. And Ødegaard, look at the run. Go on, find him with the ball. Pellegrini! Would have loved a goal. That acrobatic. Martinelli. Bit of space. Go on then. Not quite enough whip on it, unfortunately. Still just the 2. Looking for a 3rd to seal it. Although I have a feeling I don't need 3 to seal it. And, oh, Gibril So's first touch lets him down there, unfortunately. You can hear the calls from the fans for a foul, but if anything... Oh, Jesus Christ! There have been some fouls. Not necessarily in Arsenal's favour there. Kornienko, building well, trying to get in the way of that. Ramsdale does get in the way of it and is the only man too. Gabriel gets a yellow card, unsurprisingly. And a corner for Crystal Palace as they try and earn a goal back. Zaha has been their main threat so far today. But he can't find an assist on this occasion. Elise will bring this down. And Gusto's in the way, but Zaha takes it off him. Check to Corey. Ollie skip. Oh, Paredes. Skip. Edouard. Oh, he's dummied it. I wasn't ready for that. Elise. Can we not, please? Look, I'm just chasing shadows. They've had an effort, but it wasn't worth waiting for. And breathe. Marquinhos off the bench to have an impact, perhaps. Maybe. I mean, so far his impact is to stand there and do... Run, mate! Jesus! He's in. He has done something. He set up a goal, but I had to tell him, run, pal! We'll score if you do. Gabby! 999. Gabby to the rescue. 3-0. Jesus Christ. Fucking run, you lazy shithouse. Oh. Anyway, where were we? Check to Doucouré. Oh, it's a nice ball on Edouard. Inexplicably passes there. Jeez, the reactions of Ramsdale, very good indeed. Considering some of the animations for the goalkeepers are less than ideal, when they pull off saves like that, you think, oh, actually, goalkeepers aren't bad. But then they do that silly push animation, and you think, oh no, they're absolutely a waste of space at times. Oh, hello, little back heel. See you later, pal. That was nice. Try it again. Oi! Ole! So, down the line to Bukayo Saka. Can we... probably not find Gabby Jesus through the air. Gibril So is there again, though. Lorenzo Pellegrini. Marquinhos is here. Go on, son. Oh, never mind. Got a bit carried away. Wait! Tierney's had it back. At least they got carried away, thinking he can go through there. Marquinhos over the top. Ødegaard, chest it down. Volley it home. Volley it wide. Oh, corner. Never mind. Let's try again, shall we? Ødegaard with the delivery. Let's have a 4th if we can. Up we go. Never mind. Marquinhos will get there. Come on, then. Bring it down. Tomiyasu from 30 yards? Probably not. Marquinhos? Well, they've backed off because they know that he can't do it. 3-0 dub for the Arsenal, and we continue to plough on in the Premier League. But just as Arsenal are winning almost every single game in the Premier League in real life, and we are in this save, not played big teams yet, which is the query over Arsenal's genuine title challenge in real life, and the query over our title challenge in this save. We've only played Liverpool. That was match day 1, and outside of that, it's been relatively straightforward opponent-wise. Played all 3 of the recently promoted sides, so yes, we are 8 from 8. But we're yet to be properly tested. That will come, I believe, in the next episode tomorrow, because Manchester City are awaiting. Borussia Mönchengladbach in the Champions League, as well as Wolves in the Carabao Cup. And Manchester United not far away. Leicester, well, If it was FIFA 22, I'd have said bogey team, but we battered them 7-2 last time we played them, so maybe not. And then, yeah, Chelsea and Manchester City and Spurs all in the month of December. There's got to be a month, surely somewhere, where we have a ridiculous run of fixtures. To be fair, the majority of the big games are all spaced out really well this year, which is evidently helping our form. I think we genuinely are great challengers for the Premier League title this season if we can maintain the movement within the squad to keep everybody fit and maintain the challenge elsewhere as well. I don't want to win the Premier League at the expense of the FA Cup and the Champions League. But I also don't want to try and hedge my bets in multiple competitions to not then win the Premier League. So it's a tough position to be in, but we have the squad depth available to us. We've made sure we've got the squad depth available to us. And we have obviously one further transfer window before the end of this season to further strengthen still. And financially, we have plenty of money available to do that. Still got 150 million in the transfer budget, apparently. So, don't worry about money. And at the minute, don't worry about performances. That Dinamo Zagreb one was certainly an outlier, and only because I played a third-string team to see if they can actually do the job. No, they can't, unfortunately. That will do us for this episode, though. Thank you very much for watching, as ever. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and hit that notification bell, and you won't miss a further episode, of course. Do come across and join me on Twitch and see all of the behind the scenes and help me figure out which players to rotate and which players not to rotate. If there was a squad selection issue that you had in this video, then come and let me know about it on stream and we can maybe tweak things live. But for now, that's all for this one. Thank you very much for watching, guys. There'll be a My Player later on today. If not, I'll see you for Arsenal tomorrow. Ta-ta.